Sometimes the truth is harsh. Sometimes the truth is what we need to hear to help us grow past adversity and accept what comes our way. When you feel like you're stuck in a rut, it doesn't help to have someone pat you on the back to keep trying without giving you any advice. If you're ever going to grow, sometimes you just need to be told how it is. Hey everyone, welcome to Highly Successful You. Today we're going to talk about the 10 harsh truths you need to accept to live a happy life. Life can be a challenge, but that's just the way things are. We have these 10 harsh truths today to help you on your path, get your head straight, and say the things you need to hear. If you've been waiting for something to happen so you can be happy, then you might be waiting forever. The truth can hurt sometimes, but dancing around it won't help anyone, especially not you if you're trying to grow past the barriers that's holding you back. So, with that, let's get into it. Number 1, nothing lasts forever, which is a good thing. This is more motivational than negative because no matter what you're currently dealing with, there will always be another side to come out on. There's the freedom to learn to let go and turn the things you experience into part of who you're becoming. Good things will not last forever, but neither will bad ones. Until now, you've made it through every negative experience you've encountered. You may carry them with you, but you shouldn't let the possibilities hold you back from new experiences. Remember, when things are hard, there will always be an end to it, and there are plenty of opportunities to grow in adversity. Number 2, you can't control what happens, only how you respond. Most things will be out of your control in life and business alike. Rarely do we get to control every bit of our actions' outcome because there are so many different factors at play that go into the end result. However, one thing we do have control over is ourselves and our actions. You can control the things that affect you and how you choose to respond to them, making a difference in how things move forward. Failure can feel debilitating at times, but it is your choice if you decide to let it stop you altogether. Number 3, you won't be everyone's cup of tea. You can't make everyone like you. That's just the way things are. Many people connect their own internal sense of self-worth to other people and their opinions. While it feels personal when someone obviously does not like you, spending all of your time trying to make people like you can drain your energy more and more over time. The only person's approval you should need is your own, so you can remain true to yourself and who you are. Number 4, not everyone will support you along the way. You will find no shortage of doubters, haters, or pessimists in your life. People in your life are not always there to support you, as everyone deals with their fair share of toxicity and doubt. Overcoming this is simple, but it might not seem that way. You can't listen to the people who doubt you because they'll keep you back. Trust your instincts, and don't let people who don't support your goals or passions take up your headspace. You can't worry about every person's opinion. Number 5, doing your best won't automatically mean success, and that's not your fault. People generally tend to be hard on themselves, especially when they fail at things they feel should have been much easier. If you're able to let go of perfectionism and recognize that you've done your best, you can accept how things turned out, no matter how that goes. Don't blame yourself for falling short, no matter how much you might want to. As we mentioned before, recognize that you are not the only part of the end result, and that sometimes things are out of your control. Hope for the best and expect great things, but sometimes that's just not how things turn out. If it doesn't happen, you can let it go and try again. Number 6, life isn't always happy, and it shouldn't be. We feel all tremendous pressure to be happy. However, that's only one part of life. Life can be difficult and painful, and that isn't something you can just skip over. When you let go of the idea that you're only getting value out of the good times, you can accept life in all the glorious complexity it brings. The hard times we go through are meant to teach us things so that, hopefully, we learn and grow from them. If we only ever experience happiness, we'll never learn from mistakes or hardships. Number 7. You can't change the past, so use it to move forward. We all tend to analyze the past. We want to know where things went wrong, how we could have done better, or changed an outcome. Truthfully, it can be valuable, as introspection allows us to look at our own shortcomings with a discerning eye. There's value in your past lessons, but you shouldn't let yourself get paralyzed in retrospect. Hold on to what you've learned, let go of any pain, and figure out how to move forward from the present to the future. Number 8. You might end up hating the thing you wanted all along. Sometimes you'll get the thing you've been working hard at and striving for all this time, and sometimes you're not going to like it. You'll never know until you get there, but sometimes things aren't as good as they sounded. The dream job you've been working so hard for might be worse than your current one, and the promising person you met online might be a creep in person. Don't let the fear of potential disappointment hold you back from trying, but be aware that sometimes things won't be what you built up in your head. Admittedly, this can be more of a be careful what you wish for situation, but that's not all it is. Be aware that sometimes you just can't know how good or bad something is going to be until you get there, and that if you get there and realize things aren't great, there's no shame in changing your mind. Number 9. No relationship should be above scrutiny. There are times in our lives when we have to assess our relationships and how we feel about them. And that's a healthy thing to do. It doesn't matter if you've been friends with someone your whole life or if a job was a great opportunity. If something is no longer serving you the way it used to or the way you want it to, it's your right to decide whether to continue. Some people get caught up in the idea that they've put so much time into a relationship or friendship over time, and they feel like letting go of it is the last thing they want to do. Scrutinizing whether your situation, relationship, friendship, or partnership is something you want to continue doesn't necessarily mean dropping it. Sometimes that's just the healthiest choice you can make in a given situation. There's strength in walking away from people who waste your time, suck your precious energy, and drain your resources without adding anything to your life. Number 10. Great things come from great risks. If you don't take risks in your life, you'll have a much harder time accomplishing what you want. People who want to change their lives and the world are risk takers. Risk takers achieve because they're willing to put everything on the line in the name of things they believe in. Meaning, they're ready to fail. They treat failure as an opportunity to grow and get better because, as we said before, failure isn't absolute. Failure should be treated as an opportunity to learn and grow. If you're not willing to risk failing, you won't be giving yourself those opportunities. These harsh truths might not be what you want to hear, but they can be what you need to move forward and push past whatever mental block you're stuck in. And if you have a hard time with any of these, it might be worth it to take a step back and figure out why it's tripping you up like that. The answer might very well be closer than you think. The truth can hurt, but it can also help you grow. That brings us to the end of today's video. Are there any thoughts you'd like to share? Drop it down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.